Assalamualaikum everyone. I hope you all are good. So today in P6 we have studied topic number 6.02, that is wave effects. Now in my previous video I have already told you that what are ripple tanks. Ripple tanks are actually an apparatus that we use in physics to study the behavior of the waves. In a ripple tank, we generate water waves by the help of this motor, and by these water waves we study three phenomena of the wave, that is reflection, refraction, and diffraction. We study the behavior of the waves when the waves are reflected, refracted, or diffracted. In reflection, the definition of reflection is the throwing back by a body or a surface of the light, heat, or sound without absorbing it. If we talk in simple language, the definition of the reflection is that the bouncing back of a body by striking a surface. If we talk about light reflection, we can see the light reflection in our daily lives through a mirror. Light is actually reflected by the smooth and shiny surface. If we stand near a mirror, we can see our reflection in the mirror. It actually happens because light first falls on our face or on our body, and then it strikes the mirror, and then it is reflected into our eyes. If we talk about sound waves are mostly reflected by the hard surfaces. If we speak in a room where there is no furniture or nothing, it is empty, you may hear that your voice is echo. You may hear that your sound is reflected back. It actually happens because the wall is a hard surface and the sound waves are actually reflected by the hard surface. One more thing is that when the waves are striking the surface, the angle at which it is striking is actually similar to the angle at which it is reflected back or bounces back. Let me show you through a
They make a peculiar shadow, and if I now send a wave towards this barrier, we can see that it bounces back. So a straight wave going into a straight barrier, then it comes back exactly the same direction it went in. So it goes in, bounces, comes back. But what would happen if it's not at 180 degrees to it, but this barrier now is at an angle? So I've moved this to have a particular angle, and instead of the wave coming back at the source.
So as you can see over here that the angle of incident, the angle at which the waves was striking that obstacle, is actually the same as the angle at which it is reflecting back. In the previous one, he has shown you that the waves were moving forward and means straight, and they were reflecting back straight. But over here, when the barrier is tilted at you can say 180 degree, so the angle at which the waves are striking the obstacle is similar to the angle at which they are reflecting back. So this was the principle, or you can say the law of reflection. Now if we talk about refraction means that when a wave travels from one medium to another medium, it will bend or it will change its direction. Just like over here, if you see this example, the light waves are passing from the air to the piece of glass. Refraction always happens when through an object which allows the wave to pass through it. But when the waves are passing from one medium, like over here from the air to the solid glass, so it can pass but it will bend. Now this bending is happening because the waves are becoming slower, its speed is becoming slower, and when the speed of the waves becomes slower, its wavelength will become shorter and the waves will bend. Similarly over here, if we see this, if we dip a pencil in a glass, you may see that the pencil may appear as little bended. It is not actually the pencil which is bended, it is the light that is bended, and it happens because the light first it is traveling through the air, and then when it goes into the water, the speed of the light wave slows down, and so does its wavelength becomes shorter. Just like over here, they have given one example. Over here, as you can see that the waves were larger, but as they pass through this piece of glass, the wavelength becomes shorter and the waves are bended. The wavelength becomes shorter because of the speed of the wave that becomes slower. So this is the phenomena of refraction, and your today's homework is that you have to do question answers on page number 127. Question number 1 is, waves in a ripple tank have a speed, a wavelength and a direction of travel. Which of these is changed when the waves are reflected and when the waves are refracted? So they have asked that when the waves are reflected, when there is an obstacle in between and the waves bounces back, does its speed, wavelength or direction changes? Actually, its speed and wavelength will not change because there is an obstacle which is not letting the wave passing through it. So actually the waves are not passing through any medium, the waves are not changing its medium. So why does its speed and wavelength will change? Its speed and wavelength will not change because the medium is not changed, the medium is same. It is not passing from one medium to another medium because there is an obstacle that is not letting it pass through it. That is why the waves are reflected, right? So its speed and wavelength will not change, only its direction will change. It will bounces back and it will move towards the direction from where it comes. So its direction will change in case of part A, in case of when the waves are reflected. But when the waves are refracted in part B, the speed, the wavelength and the direction, all of these will change, because when the waves are passing from one medium to another medium, its speed will slow down, its wavelength will become shorter and it will bend, so its direction will change too. Now on the question number 2, on the right hand, waves are moving towards a harbor. Over here you can see what will happen to the waves striking the harbor wall at A. So over here there is a harbor wall and it is an obstacle which does not let the waves pass through it. So what will happen to the waves? Will the waves reflect or will the waves refract? Now it totally depends on your observation. What do you think? You may write your answer. And in the part B, what will happen to the waves slowed by the submerged sandbank at B? Now they have given you a hint that the waves are becoming slower because it is a submerged sandbank, and as you all know that the waves can pass through the sand, right? So when the waves are passing from one medium to another medium, it will slow down. And what will happen to the waves? Will it reflect or will it refract? So this is your homework. You have to answer these questions in your notebook, and I will see these answers in the next class. Jazakallah.